Right now I'm driving to meet up with two lovely mothers to talk about their experiences, both as young women in college and their lives as they grew into their early 30s.
Oh shoot, no. Oh!
My name is Jana Modi. I am a sophomore at Georgia State University studying film production. This is my mother.
My name is Jennifer.
Hi, my name is Sonia Alvarez Robinson Wasgen.
I am Sage Alvarez Robinson, and I go to Georgia State.
How would you describe yourself in your college years?
College was the best time of my life. Not like a party person, but I loved college. I would do it over again in a heartbeat. That was the best 5 years of my life. And yes, it did take me 5 years to graduate undergrad, and then I went to graduate school for 2 years. But it was a lot of freedom. That's how I would describe it. Like finding out who I was as a person, what I wanted to be, the kind of people I wanted to surround myself with, the kind of job I wanted to have. I had the opportunity actually to work with the FBI after college graduation, but the FBI recruiter told me that he thought it would be better for me to go to graduate school and become a social worker because he thought I would do more by helping people that way.
Well, for the first 7 years of college, I was a single mom and I was raising 2 kids by myself. When I finished my undergrad degree, I got married, and so at that time I was a wife, and I suddenly was faced with widowhood and the loss of my husband. He died, so I became a PhD after that loss, and that has shaped a lot of who I am today.
How would you describe yourself growing up as a woman? So what were their difficulties? What did you like about it? Can you go about the pros and cons if you want?
Talk about that for hours.
Yeah, I don't think I ever really thought about the differences really between boys and girls until much later. Once I started working, then you started noticing the differences. Like when I had my first child and I was breastfeeding, I went back to work and they had no place that you could breastfeed. And I was in a big office, like we all shared desks in this one huge room. They had no room that you could go to. I actually had to breastfeed in the broom closet and asked for an accommodation and asked, like, could I go in the break room or could I use an individual restroom? And the answer was no. Yeah, everywhere you go, there's designated rooms, and businesses are much more open about that stuff now. The thing that's different maybe between the two generations is I think you all are more willing to really push and get
For change.
Yeah, and get what you need. You won't take no for an answer.
I grew up with the model of my mom, who was a very strong woman. She didn't take any crap from anybody. And she showed me that I was just as capable and deserved to have any opportunity that was afforded to boys. That was very deeply instilled in me. So I never let my identity as a woman limit what I wanted to do with my life.
Where I just kind of took no for an answer, and then I ended up in the broom closet. And I don't know if it's right or wrong. It's just, I don't know that we were told you could say, no, that's not right.
You know, what was it that?
You mean besides being mother and daughter?
Yes. What's been a great thing for you guys to have besides being mother and daughter?
Besides being mother and daughter.
Yes.
Jana and we can be very much alike, which is a good thing and maybe not such a good thing. We're very stubborn.
We do butt heads a lot.
But I do think what brings us together is we have a lot of the shared values. One thing, Jana really has a heart for people and advocacy and standing up for the right thing, and that's me as a social worker. I mean, Jana will walk up to people and tell them they're doing the wrong thing, and I am in awe of that. I don't think I had the guts to do that at her age, for sure. And so I think that's something that we have in common. The other thing that you and I share a love of travel. We share a love of culture and people. and food, for sure. I think that's what brings us together.
Grocery shopping and
Food, cooking.
food. We went to dinner the other night. That was nice.
Yeah. I think pool too. We play a little pool.
Oh yeah.
We do dabble. Weird. She's like always been really good at like cooking everything. Like she's so like we have a very like diverse family and it shows in the kitchen. Like we do Italian, a lot of Hispanic foods. Her specialty is lasagna of all things, and
That's a comfort food.
the second one is tostones. Tostones are amazing. They're fire. But I do the sweet ones.
Lasagna is definitely my truest expression of love for the people I care about. So I like making pans of lasagna for Sage.
It's great.